So it was very important that we match the global standard in terms of quality and certifications, etc. And our belief and our pledge towards TQM, doing things first time right and every time right. So that kind of concept built a lot of confidence amongst our customers.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, a podcast series by Directors Institute, World Council of Directors. I'm Tanayol, and today we are honored to have with us a distinguished leader in the field of operations and strategic management. With a career spanning over 30 years in sectors like automotive and manufacturing, Mr. Kiran has consistently driven excellence through his roles in industry giants like Ashok Leyland and Timken. Ex-CEO of VBCL, Vishwa Buses and Coaches, he led the company towards remarkable growth and operational innovation. Post this, he worked as Vice President RMC Switchgear and currently is working as an independent consultant. Thank you for being here, sir, and welcome to FaceTime with Leaders. Your presence is truly valued.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity to be featured in FTWL.
Sir, as I reviewed your journey, I came across several extraordinary milestones that I'm excited to discuss with you. Looking back on your incredible journey of over 3 decades in operations and strategic leadership, there must be moments that truly define who you are today. So, sir, from your early days at Timken to your impactful roles at Ashok Leyland and as ex CEO of VBCL, what were some of those pivotal moments that not only shaped your approach but also fueled your passion for continuous improvement and growth?
Okay, thank you. Thank you for this question. 30 years is a long journey. Let me try to put this in, say, three small buckets or small learnings which I had during my career. I started in Timken when I was in early 20s, leaving a very good company in a very well-recognized organization with a lot of stability and safety. It was a career switch, and I took a calculated risk. Soon after joining, within 1 year, company went into a financial crisis. And we were 5 young engineers. We were to lead, to transform this company. And it was a global phenomena. So where, we were coached and mentored by our global leaders. So these 5 team members, we had individual targets to improve productivity by 30%, cost reduction by 30%, and quality improvement by 30%, which was like, and the time frame was only 1 year. So which was a very, very challenging target. And we had no choice. We had no choice of saying no or impossible. So we went with this and we took the whole organization, did a lot of brainstorming, etc. And within 6 months, we were about 70% of our target, which was unimaginable. And which, for a young professional, it was like a feel-good factor. And we achieved within the target time and the desired results. And that transformed this company, and which I carry with me as nothing is impossible as long as we are determined to do it. And transformation is always full of challenges. And so we should never look back and go with it, and we will achieve it. Now I'll go to second learning, which was like I was moved to Chennai, Timken operation, which was in SEG, and it was 100% export oriented. And these products, our customers used to get it made in USA. So the first paradigm was made in India, will it match US standard? The second was we had a global supply chain starting from Japan, forging coming from Japan, then a lot of work here in other Indian companies, and then shipping back to US and Europe. This was a big challenge. And as the recession hit in 2008, we were badly hit by the economic recession, and we were only 15% of our capacity. uh, loading. And the target given to us was within this 15%, you have to manage your cost. That's where I formed a small team and started a lot of brainstorming, understood the cost, operational cost, fixed cost, variable cost, then started converting fixed cost into semi-variable cost, etc. And with that, we were close to break even by end of the year. And the company was so happy with the success which we had in this organization, and this unit was also got global award of best lean manufacturing plant, and that motivated the top leadership to invest further, and there is no looking back. Now the company is doing very good. The third one, if time permits, I'll just go ahead. The
100%.
third one is about the latest one in VBCL. So
Okay.
VBCL was a subsidiary which was from Ashok Leyland, and I was made CEO of this company with the executive director role. And I was it was very challenging in the sense that the bus unit as such was not making profit on its own. So it was very, very critical to transform this company. And the first quarter results were horrible, and mainly because of low pull. Then I started ramping up with more orders, and second quarter was more loss. So that really shook me, and I started looking at what is happening. Then when I saw 60% models, we were not making money. Only 40% were giving load. Then I came up with strategy of uh, going with all profitable models, and spare capacity I have applied for some alternate business. So this has given Q4 results were amazing, and it was profitable. And I just heard from my colleagues that it's doing very good at this moment. So these are three learnings, and especially the third learning is never just go by gut feel, but go into detail and you'll get the answers.
Absolutely, sir. Really inspiring to see how those three different instances shaped up your career. So, as the CEO of VBCL, you've taken a strategic approach to localization in the supply chain, a move that aligns deeply with sustainable growth and truly connects with customers on a local level. So, what inspired you to prioritize this focus on localization, and how has it been shaped both the company's operations and your vision for VBCL's role in today's global markets?
Okay, let me begin by saying BBCL had a vision uh, of a global manufacturing with competitive cost. These
Okay.
two were very, very important. So global standard comes with the quality, high quality and reliable supply base is very important. In bus business, as you know, uh, 70-80% is outsourced activities. So a lot of things are outside. And we had well-developed supply chain back in South. And this operation was in North, in a place called Alwar in Rajasthan. And customers were also in North. So the challenge was to get these parts from south to north. Cost is involved, time is involved, and also in case of any surprise, so the whole supply chain gets affected. So that propelled me to look for localization. Then I took a strategy. All my supply base should be within 200 kilometers. And to my surprise, a lot of vendors were idling, in especially Faridabad, Gurgaon, these belts. So it gave me an opportunity to develop these supply chain. And that also helped amongst many other strategies. This helped me in terms of lead time to customers and also the cost.
So sometimes problems lead us to such innovative solutions and they really help us grow, right?
Yes, I agree. I
So
look
do
at
you,
the
yes,
problem as an opportunity always.
absolutely. That's the best way because it actually is in a way. We just don't realize it at that point of time.
Yes.
So during your time at Timken, you led operations in the special economic zone in Chennai, overseeing 100% export operations and developing models to manage complex supply networks amid economic fluctuations. So, what were some of the unique challenges you faced in such a high stakes environment, and how did you adapt your strategies to keep operations resilient and efficient through such changing conditions?
Okay. Let me put it this way. Maybe I will just narrate. There are many challenges, many things were done, but just to put it in three brackets, the quality, as I said, the customers were from US and Europe. So it was very important that we match the global standard in terms of quality and
Okay.
certifications, etc. And our belief and our pledge towards TQM, doing things first time right and every time right. So that kind of concept built a lot of confidence amongst our customers. And what used to take 3 to 6 months for approval for each new model came down to 3 to 4 weeks. And in many cases, they will just say that, you send me document, we don't need to do any audit. So that built a lot of credibility and trust in terms of quality. Supply chain, as you mentioned, it was a long supply chain, parts coming from Japan and going all the way. It was very important that we apply Lean Six Sigma tools, and also we used to have strategic inventory in different nodes and close monitoring of those inventory. That used to help us to swing both ways. If market is trending down, how to control inventory. If it is up, how to build inventory in right nodes. So that was very important. And the third and most important was innovation and taking people together in the organization was very, very important, because when the volume is low, there is a cost pressure. When volume is up, sudden up, the delivery gets a hit. And once customer loses confidence, then that customer is gone. So this was another thing where, the team work helped in a big way. And my learning of Lean Six Sigma and TQM, etc., this really helped me.
Very well said, sir. Sir, with such a wealth of experience in operations, strategic management, and navigating complex global networks, what future aspirations do you hold? And do you see yourself bringing this wealth of insight and expertise into a boardroom role where you could guide larger strategic decisions and shape the future of the industry?
Absolutely. I think you hit the nail on the head. This is something, where a professional with 30 years of successful career cannot sit idle. That is the reason I joined a small company called RMC. And the only objective there was to transform that company and the learnings I wanted to implement. And that went off very well, and today now I think it's public limited company. And then I was getting an assignment in Dubai for a company, and as a consultant I went there. And when I saw, I could find, what they used to call very difficult, I could find it to be too simple to solve. And that gave me a lot of confidence. Today, as of date, I'm working as an independent consultant, and I'll continue to do that. And having said that, this boardroom, I had a very good experience of boardroom in VBCL, uh, and I will definitely share this knowledge and experience with other organizations and see that, and I get the biggest motivation and excitement for me is to transform a company. So that is my strength. And also that gives me a lot of motivation. So I'll be more than willing to work with good organizations and contribute whatever learnings I had.
Perfect, sir. Any organization would be privileged to have you, I'm sure. So, as factory manager, you led the ISO 14,000 certification process, showing a strong commitment to environmental standards. How has that experience influenced your views on ESG practices, and what role do you believe environmental compliance and sustainability should play in corporate governance today?
This is interesting question. Actually, I feel little nostalgia about this question because I was very young. I was probably one of the youngest leaders. I was, I think, in late 20s when I took this assignment. Uh, and there was a very small team, and we were given, and ISO 14,000 was pretty new in the industries that time. So we were given a target and we wanted to go ahead with this. As I started reading more and more ISO 14,000, my mind started working towards business. I said, this is just not certification. It creates big value. I started focusing on energy, waste minimization, recycling, etc. And I came up with good calculation, the solar concept, etc. So that time solar was not that popular.
Yeah.
But these concepts gave a lot of confidence to the auditors, and straight, first time, right, they just gave us approval. And company was very happy because I could show crores of saving for the company through this ISO 14,000 initiative. Uh, so primarily my learning of ISO 14,000 is it's not just compliance, it's not just certification, it's not just being environment friendly. It is also does a lot of good things for the business. And
Yeah.
this was my selling point, and I was pretty successful in that.
Very well said, sir. Sir, as a member of Directors Institute, how has your ongoing experience with the institute influenced your approach to leadership and corporate governance?
Let me be honest in telling you, when I joined this, I had little knowledge about
Okay.
this institute. And when I got the invite, I thought, it was like many other invitations which do come. But then, the first presentation was pretty good, very impressive. And immediately I signed up. And I tell you, I learned a lot of things during interactions and during presentations. And this is, to me, is like, by the way, my background, I worked abroad also for a couple of years. And I found this to be very professional in India, world-class institute, this was like, too good. So I was very motivated and I started completing my courses ahead of time. And I will be very happy to partner with them in whichever way they want. And again, hats off to the leadership team here. And they have been doing very good in this. And I'll be more than happy to share my knowledge and experience with the institute.
Your kind words really help, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank
So
you.
thank you once again for joining us today, taking some time out and sharing insights. We at Directors Institute wish you continued success as you lead VBCL and contribute to advancing the industry with your own vision and expertise. So thank you so much for the time, and yes, all the best for your future.
Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless this institute.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We look forward to bringing you more compelling stories and valuable insights from remarkable leaders in our next episode. Until then, keep driving impact and finding purpose in every step of your journey.